How's everybody doing today? We'll give you all a couple minutes to get joined in here. I'm not sure that we're live yet. I think we're definitely live on Facebook so far. Have not gotten the notification. It takes a couple of minutes because we use a program that restreams it to Facebook and YouTube. So it takes a couple of minutes for it to get from here to there. We'll be online here shortly. We already got some viewers on Facebook. What's up, guys? Say hello. This week we got Ed with us. One of the original, me and Ed are the two of the original co-hosts of the Disney Nerds podcast. Oh, it would help if I clicked on comments.
I'm waiting to see something.
Hi, Tara. You should have a thing on there where you can turn on comments. Hi, Tara. Hello, Bradley. Maria, how's it going? Melissa, Bill, Rachel, Doug. Yes, Kim, you're correct. That is a face you don't get often on Tuesdays.
No, it's not.
Tara says, hi, Ed.
Hello. I wish I could actually see where the
there's not, see, I've never been on that end of it, so I don't know. There's got to be a thing where you can see the comments.
Okay. Well, I'll keep looking for it.
Is there a bar on the right-hand side that says comments, banners?
Well, it has private chat over there.
No, I think that's just for between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be nervous, Melissa. We're here to help.
Yep, definitely. You're gonna have to relay some of these questions, I think, until I figure this out.
Well, you could also are you playing the live stream on your phone?
Yes, but it's very delayed.
So just keep looking there because we're going to get behind in the comments and it'll be a little bit. Lisa does have a hangnail this week, Bill. Hey, Anthony. Bradley said he's glad you're here tonight. So give me a couple minutes, guys. If you could all just share the show, I'm going to be doing the same. Just give me a couple minutes to get the show shared out every place it needs to go. Share. So Ed changed his card night, his poker night, in order to come hang out with us.
That's right.
So we're hoping to see more of him now that his poker night is different. Hey, Victoria, how are you? Thanks, Bill, for sharing.
Hey, Bill, how's it going? Love the music.
Guys, let me know if the music's too loud or too low, or I'll be happy to adjust if you need me to. We had a lot of great stuff on the Disney Nerds podcast, the DisneyNerdsPodcast.com this week, and on the Facebook page. So we're going to be talking about that. As soon as I got a couple more places I got to get this shared to, and then
there's the comments. Okay, great. Hey, Jackie,
you found it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to use my glasses. This is gonna be kind of difficult.
You'll be fine.
Okay. So see me in the past as I see it down there. So that's interesting. Okay.
Hey, Kevin, happy Tuesday evening. Thanks for coming. Victoria.
I don't know, Bill. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Sharing them.
I was like, I don't know about that, Bill. I make a couple more bucks playing poker. I don't know if I'm making any money tonight.
I'm going to have to send you some money. All right, I think I got one more place here. Share page.
Music sounds perfect. Thanks, Lana. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks.
So I'm going to try to keep the reflection off my face. That's the goal.
I see the reflection in your drawings in the back, but that's okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
That's
You're all just going to be seeing what we're seeing.
I'm not worried about that. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, have you guys been following the Disney Nerds Podcast Facebook page? Also, does anybody know if we're online over at YouTube? Bill said it's entertaining, not profitable.
Well, that's what we're looking for.
Have you guys been following the Disney Nerds Podcast Facebook page and the website and the group? I mean, we had all kind of great stuff. The past 2 days, Sam has been down in Walt Disney World for a media event for the Grand Destino Tower at the Coronado Springs. Some great photos, stuff from the. You can see fireworks from the balcony. Somebody said they'll check YouTube. I'm assuming that's going to be Morgan, but she's coming up as the Disney Nerds Podcast, so it could be Lisa watching in too.
Sure. He was supposed to come on with us tonight. Unfortunately, it didn't look like the Wi-Fi was going to let him, or there were some technical difficulties, or something happened. The latest version of the iOS, I think it might have been, wasn't it?
He didn't have the newest version of the iPhone software, and it wouldn't let him. And it's interesting because the program we're using to go live just recently added the ability to go live via iOS.
So you don't have to watch it through Facebook, is what you're saying?
That is correct.
Oh, okay, cool. I got to check it out.
All right, so Lana is on YouTube, and we are okay. It is Morgan. I figured it was Morgan because usually Morgan, but I didn't want to. You know what they say happens when you assume.
Yes, I agree. Okay, see how this is going to work out.
Hey, Jason, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining.
Oh, this is nice. Everybody's showing up and all.
Hello, Jessica. I know you normally pop in as a guest. I think is this the first time you've been on the live show?
I believe so, yes. At least for more than a couple of seconds. I did live stream from the park, I think, one time on the show. We tried it from Animal Kingdom. We did it from Pandora one night.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
Yeah.
So for you guys just joining me tonight, Ed. This is Ed. Lisa's out tonight. Ed is one. Me and Ed are the two of the original members of the Disney Nerds Podcast. We was me and Ed's brainchild, I guess you could say, 6 years ago.
Oh, God. Wow, that many years.
6 years ago. Hey, Brian Reed, what's happening, my brother?
Has anybody out there ever heard of the We're Going to the Walt Disney World podcast? Just curious.
Shameless plug.
Plug. I don't even know if it's available anymore.
Sure it is. It popped up in my feed the other day from like years ago, I guess, when I first started sponsoring it. I guess I shared it and it popped up not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Who did we decide was Disney Nerds tonight? Morgan?
Yeah, that's Morgan.
Cool.
It usually is Morgan because usually it's me and Lisa on here, and usually Morgan commenting as the podcast, and Morgan is also our fact checker and information fetcher.
Fact checker. That's great. I got to be careful.
Yeah, be careful. Don't say something wrong because she'll get you.
Right. I know Victoria's very, very sad news this week.
That was terrible, man. I remember him from when my kids were younger. I can't remember the darn show, but he was a little kid. He was young.
Was he on the one where the daughter was the president was involved on that show, and he was one of the little friends, perhaps, in the beginning?
Maybe. I thought he was one of the. I don't know. I remember him when he was really young, though.
Hi, Lisa.
What's up, Mark Kovacs? Sorry about your Michigan Big Blue, man. They put up a good fight, though, for a bottom seed. That tells you about the parity in college baseball that a number 40 seed goes and ends up playing in the championship against a top 5 seed. So they put up a good fight. So I certainly would not be just. I mean, it's disappointing they didn't win the ship, but it's still a great year.
The comments kind of go by a little too fast. Somebody was talking about the podcast. I was really kind of starting to read that, and it disappeared.
I'll try and throw them up because they stick They stick around a little longer on my end.
Okay. Control seat.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It was Bill.
So thanks so much, sirs, for starting this. My original Disney podcast ended and has since become my favorite Disney podcast to listen to. What was your original, Bill? Just out of curiosity.
We all have the beginning ones, right?
Jason, that's correct. Jesse. That's the one. He was a little kid. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah. He was one of the kids on Jesse. Yep. Cameron Boyce.
Right.
Terrible.
The father came out with the comment today. He passed in his sleep overnight.
Yeah, he had issues, like some medical issues with seizures or something, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any of the Descendants movies. You, Ed?
No, unfortunately not. Oh, right inside the magic, Bill. Sorry, I wanted to catch that comment before it disappeared again. No, I haven't. There's been a bunch of the latest, like the last 8-10 years of Disney stuff. I haven't really been paying attention to the Disney Channel, really, other than cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, when my kids were younger, I followed it, obviously, a lot more because it was always on. But, yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Thanks for joining. What's up, Chris Hiller? Thanks for joining, buddy.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Dude, it's so freaking hot down here right now. Today, my air conditioner was set on, like, I guess when Kim got home, she put it down to, like, 71. And it was still, like, 74 degrees in the house. Like, the air conditioner just can't even keep up.
Wow. I heard you're supposed to get a tropical storm or hurricane or something.
Little tropical development. I don't think it'll be a hurricane.
Excuse me. Ricky Brigani, that was one of the first shows I started listening to. Excuse me. He had such the best production, I think, quality of all the shows that were on at the beginning. Yeah, I really appreciated that. That was like the what we're going to no, that was the who's the the guys.
WDW Today?
Yeah. Mike and Len
and Matt Hatchberg. Yeah, that was my go-to podcast. Hey, what's up, Mitch? Look what we got here. Watch this.
I did it.
Hey,
look at that. I did it. I had to go and track down my laptop and my headphones, but I did it.
Excellent. It looks like you're in a great looking location. Where are you at?
I am in the Grand Destino lobby. That's the lobby bar behind me. So I'm not using a phone, but I can slowly sort of turn. This is the middle of the Grand Destino Hotel. Well, it's not the Grand Destino Hotel. This is Coronado Springs. It's the
Coronado
location.
Springs. It's the Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs. So
yes, it is Coronado Springs.
Yeah. Right, sure.
Absolutely. So I can move around a little later, but what's going on? Ed, how are you, my man? Good to see you.
Doing great. Trying to get this whole thing. I wish I had my screen a little bit better organized right now. That's my only complaint.
Nobody can see that but you. I'm putting my backpack on as we talk.
Oh, you're reminding me of the dude from Saturday Night Live with his portable satellite device.
It reminds me of Lou Mangello. That's how the box people became a thing.
It's how it started, and I feel exactly like that right now, although it shouldn't be. The problem is my phone needs a software update. That software update needs space, which it does not have because I spent the whole day walking around this place taking pictures.
Wow.
I told Lisa that earlier because Lisa's like, he should be able to upgrade it. I'm like,
yes.
Most of the time it has to do with space because those upgrades.
It does. There was a video that I recorded this morning of the opening ceremonies for this place. Mickey was there. You guys may have seen that on Facebook. It was pretty sweet.
It was pretty cool. Did dancing was like, I guess Mexican themed?
It's Spanish / Latin / Southern. How do they call it? Southern American.
Right.
That's the theme.
And it kind of, I guess, was a little bit like Destino, which I finally saw the entire Destino short, which was great.
It's pretty good. I'll admit, I haven't watched the whole thing yet. Only pieces of it.
I have never seen it. Sam, I don't know if you can see, but Brandon said the videos and infos have been great.
Thank you, man. There's plenty more to come. I haven't had time to edit any of it.
Hey, Margie, how are you? I've got Sam and Ed with me here tonight. I think this is we normally don't have three. We've had three.
That's okay.
But it's fun. I'm in full control, so I get to put myself in the big box and put you guys in the little box.
Well, can we get Sam in the big box? What's going on?
I'm gonna walk down this bar here in the lobby, which is kind of cool. I love that background.
No, that's scary.
There may or may not be a hidden Mickey behind me somewhere.
I was looking for that earlier today. Is it in the white or is it in the glass behind the white?
So it is. Let me make sure that it's in frame there because I can't look the other direction, right? There we go. It is the white is part of it. So you see the circle of white a little bit. He's tilted a little bit.
Is he looking to the side, like to the right?
He's looking to the side, and it's only the top half of his body. It's not his entire body. How you doing? Say hi. How are you? What's good? What's good at the lodge here? Hold on.
What's good? We have a specialty cocktail.
Hold on. You want to talk to David? David's going to tell us what's going on. The Disney Nerds podcast.
Oh.
Live on Facebook.
I've
But they
seen
can't hear you.
I've seen him.
You've seen these guys?
Absolutely.
There,
I don't know if I'm allowed. Am I allowed? I'm not allowed.
He can talk to it.
Okay.
He's not allowed, but he's going to give us some info on the menu.
All right. So Barcelona Lounge is going to be mainly a gin bar. We have about 25 different types of gin. Some of them are from Spain because this is our theme. It's a Spanish theme.
Okay.
So we have a lot of gin cocktails in our menu. We do have a signature cocktail for the resort, which is going to be featured in all the restaurants and bars. It's called the Grand Gin Tonic.
The Grand Gin Tonic.
Yes, sir.
Let me hold this up if that's okay.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's the Grand Gin Tonic. So the Grand Gin Tonic is the signature drink. I should get one, right?
Yeah, let's get one.
Okay, yeah, we need one of those.
All right, I'll work on that.
All right, he's gonna get us one of those. I hope you can hear him. I wasn't sure.
We heard him fine before you took it off.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds.
You heard him before I took it off. So
yeah.
Say I want to see if they can hear you. Just how are you today?
Doing great. It's the first day officially open for the public. We've been working towards this for months already. So
Yeah, that's good.
it's really exciting.
So you guys could hear him?
A little bit. It was better
All
when you took it off, but it was fine.
Cool. Wasn't sure. So I'm gonna get a. This is the Barcelona Lounge,
I like it.
and I'm getting their signature cocktail.
The place looks so cool.
It's just neat feel to it. I will tell you that last evening for the media event, the liquor was not opened. You can sort of see the liquor behind him on the bar. That wasn't there last night.
They didn't have drinks at all.
They did, but they had the signature sangrias last evening, and they had it wasn't champagne. What's Spanish champagne? Cava.
Oh, okay.
It's sparkling wine for Spain. Everybody was calling it champagne last night, but they said no, it's not champagne.
No, champagne would have to be from Champagne.
Exactly, and it wasn't. It's from Spain.
Right.
So we'll see how this looks.
So is it still daylight outside? What time is it?
No, it's nighttime. In fact, if I run upstairs, it's 9:21 right now, which means illuminations is over. I could hear so I had to walk to my car to get this laptop, and when I did, I could hear Fantasmic plain as day right outside of the tower here. I mean, it was the Pocahontas scene. I could hear it.
I'm so surprised you didn't have a webcam in your pocket.
I have one, but didn't have time to dig for it. But you're absolutely right,
I
Jim.
think you had one.
When you were on the roof of the building, you were able to see so many different parks. Are you going to be able to see all the fireworks from them?
Yeah, you could see all of the fireworks. Although I will say, last evening, Ed, it was just media. So it was myself and some others from the media. And by the way, look at this.
Holy cow!
Oh, nice.
That's a little bigger than I thought that was going to be.
You'll handle it just fine.
Slurp.
Sorry.
That's a good one.
Hold on, I'm getting the details.
How is it?
Homemade. It's made by the culinary team upstairs. It's an orange saffron simple.
The orange saffron simple syrup that they use is made in-house by the culinary team upstairs, and they send it down.
So we get
How much?
that every day fresh, and then we make it awesome gin cocktail.
They make that syrup every day, fresh, just for down here.
See if you can get a small bottle.
Of the syrup?
Yeah.
They do this stuff. Do you have the syrup? Can I buy some?
No,
What's it look like?
That's a secret.
It's a secret.
Oh, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
Oh my goodness. Melissa, the Barcelona Lounge is in the new Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs. It's all brand new.
Thank you.
I can tell you, I see why Ed was asking if it was still daytime because it's so bright in there.
It is, but it is not daytime.
Earlier. Right. That was backlit by the outside. So that
Yes,
was
but I will tell you what. One of the things that I didn't get to do last evening. Thank you, David. One of the things I did not get to do last evening was see the fire pit outside. It looked really, really cool. So we're gonna walk outside of the fire pit.
nice.
Sound good? So they didn't do it last night because, of course, it's supposed to start at 6 p.m. and it was a pour. It just started raining like you wouldn't believe.
Surprise, surprise! Rain in Florida.
I'm looking at your pictures, your drawings behind you of Mickey Mouse, and did you see that the conservation station over at Animal Kingdom is going to be opening up middle of this month, and one of the attractions back there is going to be drawing classes, and it's animal inspired.
I did hear that. Excellent. Animal inspired is in characters from the movies that are animals.
I would imagine. Yeah, I would think it's going to be you draw Thumper or Bambi or
Simba.
Simba.
Mm-hmm. I love the animation. It's nothing like that. It's awesome to be able to like draw pictures yourselves. Well, actually, as you can kind of see right here.
All right. So behind me, that's the tower lit up at night.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if you guys remember, I talked about the top of that tower is the jewel box, they call it. And that signifies the water that flows through the tower. So in front of the Grand Destino, there is a big man-made fountain. The water runs through the lobby. So you can kind of tell that water's flowing through. And then that leads directly to the fountain that's in the middle of Coronado Springs that had always been there.
Oh, awesome. I was wondering why it's so multi-toned on the building itself. The blues itself isn't just straight blue. It looks like it could be water.
It's flowing water. That's exactly it.
Very cool.
And I can't tell if the fire pit is lit over here, but I see some. Let's find out.
You know, it's crazy, Sam, that I feel like me and you were there together not too long ago, and it didn't look like it was that close to being finished.
I'm asking about the fire pit. Sorry, guys. It is not. So I'm at the fire pit here, but it was 8 o'clock.
So what time it comes back on?
8:15 tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. The next one here will be Friday. The next one over by the pool will be Thursday.
Okay, so you're with the parks. Say hi. That's a Disney Nerds podcast, by the way.
Hello.
You are with the event team here with the resort.
Okay.
So the fire moves from the fire pit here over to the traditional one
at the dig site.
Okay, so some nights it's here and some nights at the dig site.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
There we go. We learned something else.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things after the media event that I'm looking for that I haven't been able to find. I haven't seen a mug refill station inside the new tower.
Oh, there's got to be one.
I haven't seen, and nobody's been able to really tell me for certain. So behind me, that's traditional Coronado Springs, which is kind of cool. I'm going to go back in.
I've got
check out the lobby.
Kind of an odd question, but I'm wondering how often they're coming around. Are the new water fountains inside the building? They have water fountains with the refill?
Oh, with the bottle refill station.
Let's go look. I'm not
I'm
sure.
wondering if they have those in the resorts as well as the parks. Just as kind of a general thing.
I wish these doors were automatic. I'm going to show you this mural on the wall right inside the door here, and I know you've seen photos of this in my photo report, but this ties back to the short, Ed.
Oh yeah, all the artwork in here is reminding me of different scenes from that, especially.
Yeah, so that's the dandelions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's that.
How about her swimming in that pool and turning into the bell? They got to have some representation.
Oh, absolutely, it's everywhere, and it's going to be an easy one for me to show you. As a matter of fact,
very cool.
Because it is everywhere in the rooms and all over in general.
Right. Well, guys, just so you know, if you go to YouTube and you just do a find on Destino and Disney, you'll find the short. It's an 8-minute short by Salvatore Dali and Walt Disney that they put together, and it is out of this world. It is not like anything Disney you've seen before. It's pretty crazy.
So this is inside the lobby. You can kind of see where the water's flowing. In the pillars, it's flow. It's kind of cool.
That's cool. So Chris Hiller made a comment that said, they're kind of putting Walt back into the.
Speaking of that, look right behind me.
And I was about to ask where that.
There it is, right there. It's off the
amazing.
lobby. So that's the one everybody's taking a picture of. That is Walt and Mickey, obviously. But if I do a complete turnaround here, behind me on this side, that is the lady from the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right. And
so it fits right in there. So I'm going to walk up those steps that you see behind me, which is going to take me. So when you come into the lobby, you're actually coming in on the second floor. There's a lobby and a lower lobby. I'm standing in the lower lobby right now.
Is there an elevator?
There is an elevator. It's a crazy elevator with no buttons on the inside. If you're familiar with elevators in New York City or Chicago, where you pick your floor and it tells you which elevator to go to and you get into it.
And we're going.
Yes, and I've seen a few people run right into it and be like, "Where's the buttons?" Because there are no buttons on the inside.
Sure.
Melissa said she stayed at Coronado on her honeymoon last October, so that's
awesome. And
unfortunately, there's probably some construction going on back then, but you know.
So when you go through the whole Coronado Springs, that bar behind me that we went to, the Barcelona, that's listed just like Rick's at Coronado Springs. It's one of their lounges, which is really cool.
Melissa said it's really beautiful, but I need more Mickey. I will tell you, that's probably more Mickey than I've seen in any moderate or deluxe resort. Usually they're not themed like that to Mickey.
So I'm headed up those steps. You can see behind me.
Although it's kind of funny how the newer the hotel is, the more they're getting the Mickey in there, and kind of like what Chris said, the Walt in there. The kind of, because I tell you what, I was thinking back to when Jennifer showed us the room over the American Experience. Right? What was the name of that? That was the private bar.
UBC Lounge. Oh, the Club 33.
Right, the Club 33 up there. That was based exclusively on Walt and Lillian cruise history, which is great. And again, bringing Walt into the park, that's an entire whole area made about him and it's just his cruises.
Yeah, that is registration behind me there. So this is now registration for all of Coronado Springs. The old registration desk is closed.
Almost looks like the cruise ship desk.
Very much so. And in fact, here opposite the main door, which is behind me here, this is kind of looks like a cruise ship back here too. Mm-hmm. I'm walking backwards right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be careful.
But what I wanted to show you was the lamps and the places where you can sit. There's USB ports on all of these suckers.
Oh, that's nice. So you're kind of waiting for your room type of place.
You're waiting for the room. You can sit down. In fact, I'm going to go sit right over here.
Morgan posted a link to the cartoon Destino.
So these are chairs behind me here, and you can see in the arms, those are USB ports.
So Sam, Bill's got a question. In your opinion, how does Coronado rate amongst the moderate resorts?
This particular place where I am right now, this tower, does not feel like a moderate resort at all. It feels like a luxury resort. This doesn't feel like a moderate. Yeah, you could tell by the look, the feel. It feels like it feels like
Bay Lake. Or
here's what I'll compare it to. So I got to stay here last night. #sponsored. And it felt like a JW Marriott, if anyone's familiar with those. It's the way the rooms were laid out.
Which would be a Swan or Dolphin, right?
Those are Westons, but yes, similar.
Similar, okay.
That's what it felt like. Lots of USB ports. Yes.
That level of hotel.
It's that level. Isn't it the Coronado basically made for the business person? Isn't it like the convention center hotel where people are going to go prepare for their meetings and they need all that extra space and stuff like that in the rooms?
That's exactly what they're after. And I can say from personal experience, about 10 years ago, I stayed at a conference here. And it's one of those things where it's a business conference and you would show up and I would be, I need to put my suit on or my business clothes to go to my meetings, and the kids are going to the bus to go to the parks, right? That's the way it works, and I'll meet them later. The problem that they had and why they didn't get as much traction as they should have is because you had to walk outside and walk all the way around that lake to get to the convention center. You were sweaty and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Right. So they did a couple of things. They built the Three Bridges Bar and Grill, which is in the center of the lagoon with three bridges that connect the entire thing.
That's awesome.
And they've also created an air conditioned connector from this building over to the convention center. So I can get from a room on the 16th floor down an elevator through this connector, past the old registration, which who knows what that will become. I'm sure they're going to monetize it somehow. Past the gift shop, past Rick's, past that little, and right to the convention center without ever going outside. Right. And I think that's the clientele that they're after with this.
Sure. They want people to book these rooms, these big conference rooms. I know. Look, we're making Sam talk too much. He's not even having a chance to get to that drink.
Well, he's been carrying around a laptop.
That's why I sat down.
Be careful drinking.
That's why I sat down and flipped my microphone up a little bit there.
Morgan said her mom does conferences with Disney Institute, and now she's looking forward to the ones at Coronado.
And they are going to be great. They'll be awesome here. Absolutely, Morgan.
It's going to be
cool.
Great place to stay.
All right, what time is it? 9:30. Anyone know what time Star Wars fireworks start tonight?
Morgan will check that for us, I'm sure.
Yeah, fact checker, get on it.
Fact checker. Everybody needs one of those. Here's one of the resort screens here, which are all touchscreen, so I can very easily jump into a resort map.
Are they showing up?
You guys can't really see it.
Or is this just at this one?
Just this resort. So one of the things they made clear during the media event was, there's this great TV inside of the rooms. In fact, the TV has, and they even told me, so it's official, it will have Disney Plus in the fall. In fact, what they said was 2 clicks and you're in. So with your remote control, you'll touch it 2 times and you'll be able to watch Disney Plus at no cost.
Well, sure.
By the way,
you turn it on, it turns to Disney automatically, and then you get your second click to go to Disney Plus.
So when you turn it on, you get this great screen that says "Welcome whoever's family." Your name's on it, and there is Disney On Demand, which included a handful of movies. Finding Nemo, Emperor's New Groove. There was a bunch of movies. Then all of the, the Disney must-dos and things like that were there. But you could also go to essentially launch an app on the phone that was My Disney Experience. So if you had linked it, you'd be getting to My Disney Experience on that app.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty cool.
Star Wars was at 9.
Star Wars was at 9?
I guess.
Okay. One of the things I loved, Ed, and I want to see this because it's great HD TV. It's absolutely perfect. In fact, the image isn't static. It's an image of the resort, but you see little ducks moving around and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat. But when you link it to My Disney Experience, when you get back to the room, you press a button and your PhotoPass photos from the day are on your TV.
Oh, nice.
That I can't wait to see.
Okay, here's one of the practical questions. I always have one or two. What happens when you leave the room? Does it automatically know you're not there because you're not registered, or did you have to set that up?
It was there. So one of the cool things yesterday when you walked in, you didn't necessarily go to the registration desk. A lady met me, right? What's your name? Are you here? And if I had a Magic Band, she would have scanned the Magic Band, took my phone number, said, enjoy the resort. We'll text you when your room's ready. Mm-hmm. I got a text about an hour later. My room was ready. I used my Magic Band to go right up to the room, and everything was set. It had my name on the screen.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
So it's the registration. Really cool. Very, very nice.
It's all connected together as part of the process, which is cool. But linking your Magic Bands, how cool is that? And then from Disney's point of view, you're going to get Disney Plus, 2 clicks, and their goal is you like it so much that you go and subscribe to it.
Oh, right. Well, sure, of course.
It just makes sense, doesn't it?
Now, again, something else like the cruise line, where they have everything on the cruise line. That's the old Disney Plus, I guess the trial version. The cruise lines had for all the time. You can get almost anything movie-wise or TV-wise.
Speaking of the cruise lines.
At 9:30, by the way.
I'm sorry?
Star Wars started at 9:30.
All right, we're going to move around. But while I'm thinking about it, before I forget, you mentioned cruise lines, Ed? The beds are all raised like the cruise lines, so your luggage can go right under it. They're all open bottoms, and it's the first time I've seen that in a resort, because typically the beds in hotels don't. But they all have the raised bottoms.
I think the ones in the newly refurbished Pop Century and All-Star Movies ones are raised, so that you can put the luggage underneath them.
Clearly something that came from the Disney Cruise Lines.
Right. Well, it was along the lines, they never wanted to lose something underneath their bed, so they always had a whole closed-off thing. But
here's the elevator shaft. I'm going to see if I can pull this off. I'm going to go over here.
Use your nose.
And I'm going to say that I'm going to floor 16, and it's going to come back and say go to elevator A. So I'm going to go to A, which is going to go to 16.
That's great stuff.
So it's open. It's open, and you can see on the side right here, it says we're going to 16.
Did 2 people get sent to the same elevator from different floors?
Yes, absolutely. If somebody else came over and hit, say, 10 and 16. So I'm in the elevator.
He's going to break up a little bit in the meantime.
Yeah. I guess there's nobody pushing all the buttons when you get on the elevator anymore.
Yeah.
No, it just knows where you want to go and take you there.
We'll hang out, Sam. When you get to the top, we'll hopefully get reconnected. Okay, we're on the elevator going up again.
There you go. And
Hi.
when I came out, I'm back. So from here, look at that. That's me in the mirror.
Who's that guy walking around with a laptop?
Exactly. All right, this is the Denali Lounge over here.
So this is another lounge. So there's one downstairs.
This is another lounge. The one downstairs I went to, the Barcelona. You saw that.
Is that Dahlia?
Yes, that is from the cartoon.
Gotcha. Right.
And Kronos is the other character in the cartoon, Ed, and that is the club, which is on the 15th floor. So the club level is actually one below us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I did get to see that yesterday, which was kind of cool.
Now, see, you said club, and I was thinking club, like dance club.
No, club like concierge club.
Like club level. Gotcha.
Yes, club level. That's the Toledo is whatever, but that's not how you say it. But
Mm-hmm.
all right, that's that. So one half of the upstairs is you need a reservation. This half is simply a lounge, which anybody can walk into.
Right.
And by the way,
nice.
Why
this lounge right here
It's huge.
I wonder why
is huge. I'm going to go outside on the ledge here because we're going to be able to see Star Wars fireworks.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, definitely. It looks like everybody's out there watching.
That's exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having troubles opening this with the laptop in my hand. I'm going to hold you up here really high.
Smoke.
Oh, very nice. Thank you, Sam, for the boost.
Because there you can see the fire. That's your Star Wars
There
firework.
you go. That's cool.
Now, one thing I noticed last night is the perimeter fireworks, the ones at their back, I think are closer to this facility than they are to the
Very cool.
Chinese theater.
Love seeing the different views of fireworks.
Sam, I feel like you can make your way up to the front of that group of people.
I'm afraid I might drop the laptop off. I
Either way.
feel like a waiter right now.
Don't drop the laptop, and don't drop your drink.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to walk this way just a second because I want to show you guys what exactly is going on up here.
Sure.
Morgan said all the newly refurbished rooms have the beds that you can get luggage into.
There you go.
All-Star Movies, Yacht Club, and Coronado.
All right. I'm assuming you guys can see. I got this turned the other way.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah.
All right. And I am right by the end. Yeah, so to Morgan's point, one of the things that they made clear, the television that I was talking about and there's 12 USB outlets in every room. They're telling me that that's true for all of their
Newly
rooms.
Right.
Every room here, all of the 2,300. There's 524 rooms in this tower, and there's 2,300, which makes this the biggest resort now on Disney property.
Right. Well, once you started the deposit, they weren't going to stop with those outlets. That's great.
Oh, it's so convenient when you're there. We used to bring like one of those power strips. Just to
Absolutely.
plug stuff in. And if you're in one of those rooms, you don't need it anymore. You just bring the cord and plug it into USB.
Right. Although we got snagged on that last trip around because we were at whatever resort. They were doing most of the rooms, and the building we were in didn't have it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I got stranded without my utility strip. It was horrible. Little thing.
So another thing they made clear here is this is not a fireworks viewing. So they're not pumping any sound in. You can just see it in the distance. So that's not, oh, look at that.
That's cool.
That's your flames right there.
Yeah.
There's the fireworks in the back.
Hey,
we're that far away.
They're not that far away.
Adi wants to know where's the ice cream.
Adi, that's a great question. I went back over to the food court for it.
I don't know. Adi and Sam have a weird thing about ice cream. I don't know.
I went back to the food court over by Rick's. They got the machine there.
Good flavors.
They got these Spanish desserts up here, which apparently don't have ice cream.
I thought like fried ice cream was a Spanish dish.
Oh, that's what I was going to say too, actually. But
It's Chi-Chi's it is. Are there still Chi-Chi's? No.
I don't think so. But who knows? Not in PA.
So you can see from where I'm standing right now, you can see Fantasmic, you can see Epcot sort of around the corner. You cannot see Magic Kingdom. It's on the other side from the sit-down restaurant.
Bill wants to know if you've tried the Redhead Revenge.
Redhead Revenge. Where do I get it? And let's go get one.
Redhead Revenge, I think, is at Polynesian, and basically what it is, it's a strawberry Dole Whip.
Really?
Yeah, I saw something about that. Hey, Mark.
Dole Whip. I'm guessing Mark would go well with that.
Mark, it looked like you had a fantastic trip.
Mark.
I just was on the phone with Ed earlier today trying to get him to book a fishing trip after watching you guys.
We're thinking about it.
Hey, I could hear him.
Oh, wow, look at
That
So you
Magic Kingdom. Mark said it's at Magic Kingdom. We're at Magic Kingdom, Mark, if you don't mind asking. I saw it today, and I know
The Redhead Revenge you're talking about.
Redhead Revenge, yeah. Got to be around somewhere around Pirates.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you can tell from there, but you can see Galaxy's Edge lit up.
You can't tell, but I believe it.
It's the white part. It's sort of in front of where those perimeter fireworks were going off. And through the day, you can see right down into it.
Kind of to the left of my screen, right?
Yes, to the left of where those shut off. Yeah. The other thing you can really see from up here is the Blizzard Beach. Just sticks out like a sore thumb.
So Adi says Aloha Isle, and Morgan said Red's Revenge is available at Sunshine Terrace.
I think Mark did that too.
I'm going to go with Morgan, and I'm going to believe Morgan over Adi.
I think this is over because the lightsaber's shooting straight up, so I'm going to head back in. You guys keep talking.
Oh, how far can you see that saber? I can't see it.
I can see it in the fog.
You can see it way up top.
Yes, in the fog, way up in the top, you can see it.
Right. Very cool. Very cool.
And we're looking at the back of it, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't hating on you, Adi, but Morgan's pretty good with facts.
She's a fact checker.
Thanks for sharing, Anthony.
All right, I got some history over here for. Thank you.
Anthony is from around your neck of the woods, Ed. He's from Philadelphia.
Oh, no way. That's cool. Very nice.
All right, can you guys see I found a table.
The brand new Red's Revenge float is inspired by the character Red from the popular Adventureland attraction. It consists of strawberry Dole Whip, strawberry Fanta, and a chocolate Pirate Pat.
I'm good. Thank you.
What was that last part? Chocolate what?
I'll read the whole thing over just in case anybody missed it. The brand new Red's Revenge float is inspired by the character Red from the popular Adventureland attraction. It consists of strawberry Dole Whip, strawberry Fanta, and a chocolate Pirate Pat.
Cool.
Is this it's backwards for me. Sorry about that.
That's right.
You can see yourselves in there. The echo from my laptop. That, I believe, is Salvador Dali and Walt looking at the
train in the backyard.
The train in the backyard, the Carolwood Pacific.
Nice.
And there's a lot of pictures here.
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff with Dali. They were supposed to do a lot more than just that one short.
Here's your bell, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and cool. I will go over here and show you the bell in just a second.
Yeah, that was like a
the other lounge. Sorry. So and is this the short playing on the screen there?
Yeah.
I think it is. So they got a plane in a loop up there.
It is. It totally is. That's the girl.
They got a plane in a loop.
Yeah, very nice.
In fact, that's the girl. There's a couple pieces of architecture I'll show you here. So and I found a place to sit. So give me 1 second. Because when I sit behind me there, Ed, you see a whole bunch of bells in that architecture. That's in the rooms.
Oh, right.
That's the dress.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
Now, the ceiling inside of here, this is what one of the Imagineers told me yesterday. So I'm going to show you guys the ceiling. The ceiling has her locks of hair flowing through it. And those locks of hair all flow down to the end, which is the dandelions. I'm not sure if you can see that or not.
That's pretty artsy and incredible.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if you noticed my background, but it's from Expedition Roasters. And if you use our discount code DISNERD20, That's DISNERD 20 at expeditionroasters.com. You can get 20% off your first order of Disney-inspired coffee. If you've not tried it, I would highly, highly recommend it.
They have their redhead brand too, don't they?
They do.
I think that's what reminded Jimmy about it, isn't it?
I'm kind of in front of it right there, but it's Redhead Rum.
Oh, that's right. It is right there. Yep.
It's one of my favorite is Happily Never After, and it's New Orleans praline. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That's where I'm at. So one thing I will point out again, this lounge is open to anyone. Anyone staying at Coronado, anyone that wants to come up here. I came in, went outside, watched fireworks. I'm sitting in the lounge. There's 5 or 6 chairs next to me, a whole empty bar over here. You guys can see the bar stools that are
And you
empty.
say that because that's as opposed to
something like California Grill.
the top of the world in Big Lake Tower that you have to be a
DVC member there. Or
and
to get to California Grill, you have to have eaten there.
and top of the world. Sometimes they even limited just to the DVC members staying at Bay Lake Tower. Depends on how crowded it gets. They will tell you no.
Tapas and plateds are what we have here. Not sure if you guys can see.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to put you on the screen.
Good. I can't tell if it's focused.
Yeah, it's kind of in and out focus wise.
Yeah,
Sorry, let me go closer. Maybe closer is better.
that's better.
Marinated mussels.
Right there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
And then there's some plated here on the bottom.
Head on prawns, because I want my head on the prawns.
And
So that's the menu.
We call them shrimp.
Yeah, sure.
Let's call them crawl daddies.
No, different.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with this. This is a second menu. This is treasures from Spain and California.
Right, it's got to be the booze menu, definitely.
Yeah, and then you got the same thing here. You got an interesting menu that's got different tabs on it. with
Cocktails.
different things.
What are you gonna get?
Let's go to the cocktails because you got to finish this one to get another one.
I wanted the redheaded rum. All right, cocktails. I'm gonna let you guys read them to me because it focuses when I'm in tight.
Oh wait. Let's see.
I can't read the details behind them, and the names aren't really.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 more minute.
Yep.
Better?
Jerez Martini, but yeah, no words though. Just the titles.
All right, then I'll try.
Yep.
I am wearing my glasses after all.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
I
martini.
this is like
Go with the martini.
the martini.
Well, what's in it? I couldn't tell.
Some type of sherry. I can't read any of this. I don't know
Okay.
Spanish.
Don't worry about it.
There's a brandy.
Try one.
This is the place that has.
You act like you're not gonna.
Yours.
You're gonna like any of them.
There are 80 different tonics here, gins. 80 different gins for the gin and tonics, which is still when I'm nursing here, but working on it.
Do a true martini, like a true gin martini.
Right.
London gins, classic gins. Zero proof cocktails. There you go. So there's kids cocktails here. A hibiscus mint lemonade.
Nope.
Or limonada.
There's zero chance of you ordering a zero proof.
No, but I bring it up because maybe the kids will be happy here, right? You get a little free to the Poncho de Frutas.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's something for the kids.
Nice.
Spanish specialty coffees, traditional specialty coffees.
I bet Expedition Roasters coffee is better than theirs.
I'm with you. So everyone's come in from outside.
One of the things Sam did tell me earlier, though, at the in the rooms at Gran Destino, there's a Keurig machine in each room.
There is. That's true. And it's Joffrey's Coffee are the Keurig cups that are there for you.
Oh, very cool.
And I think there were a couple of tea, and there might have been a hot chocolate. I have a picture of it somewhere in a photo report that will come out later.
I love. I drink hot tea every day, but there was nothing better than your girl on the USA, on Team USA soccer team when she did the little celebration with the T and hair pinky up when they beat them. It was fantastic.
So there's one other spot I can walk to. I might lose you in the elevator, but I wouldn't mind going out. So we're up on the 16th floor now. We saw that. We were in the lobby. We were in the lower lobby. One of the other new things is the Three Bridges Bar and Grill, which is in the center of the island out there. And it really provides a way to cut across that lagoon without walking around that lagoon if you're in one of the other locations. I'm going to try that if that's all right.
Yeah. Is this your glorious 3-hour finale?
Yes.
You got 2 minutes.
You got 2 minutes. I actually had an outtake with an Imagineer where I brought that joke up, and he thought it was really funny.
Yeah,
Because the Imagineer that I talked to was responsible for all Disney resorts. So I immediately wanted to ask him about the Riviera because we don't know anything about the Riviera. And he told me I could, and I said, okay, so it's a 30-second tribute to all nations, or all resorts, but only Coronado Springs, which he thought was funny. He appreciated it.
He understood. That's cool.
He did. All right, so I'm back to the elevator shaft here.
All right, we'll probably
For lower level. B.
Hey, Mark.
up on the other side.
Yes, I expect that will be the case. So if you want to drop me out, that's fine.
No, we'll leave you there. We'll look
Okay.
at it in the elevator.
So, Mark, are the Keurigs like just regular Keurigs? Like you could just kind of take them home and use them there?
Yeah. Yes.
The K-Cups, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
How about that?
The K-Cups.
Now, when I stayed in the refurbished room at All-Star Movies, they had coffee makers that had Joffrey's coffee, but it wasn't a Keurig. It was the little pod. So it was like the coffee in the pre-made round filter that you just dropped in there. And but the Keurigs are cool.
And the only reason I ask is you can actually bring your own brand then if you really
Yeah,
want.
you can just bring what you want and make what you want, sure. But the Joffrey's coffee is fantastic.
It's amazing what picture you kind of get frozen on sometimes, Sam. Exactly. Keep your mouth closed.
All right, this is L. I'm going to hang in till LL. Although that one was a little awkward because the elevator had other people in it.
Maybe I'm wrong because Morgan says there's a Keurig in all refurbished rooms. I thought the one.
Okay. I didn't know. This is the first time I saw one.
And I'm not a huge coffee drinker, so I don't know. But I thought the one in movies had the little pre-filled filter pods.
You might be thinking of the previous version before the Keurigs came in.
It could
So
have
came down the
I
elevator.
know, but I mean, I have a lot of people I know that are big coffee drinkers prefer Joffrey's over even Starbucks.
Well, Joffrey's is a lot better than the normal stuff they have on property. What was it, Saks?
Nestea or something like that.
Yeah.
Nescafe, that was it.
And I never was really a coffee drinker at the time, so I didn't.
Nescafe was like powdered coffee. It's crap.
Okay, I got one thing to show you here. So the Imagineers were talking all about this covered air-conditioned walkway. This is the most unthemed walkway I've ever seen at Disney.
For now. Well,
For now. They clearly have missed a monetization opportunity. Because if I'm walking to a conference and just got off the elevator, where's my coffee?
Sure. And you're going to see things you want to do after you get done with the conferences now, too.
Yes. However, when we come out of the other side of this, you're going to see where we are. And you're going to go, okay.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello.
Hi.
So Morgan's going to go, oh, I see where that comes in now. Nice Donald shirt. I like that. Very nice. All right, so this door's opened. By the way, yesterday it was not. It was completely closed. But we're coming out right into the old registration.
Heather, Nescafe is nasty. I don't know whose idea that was to bring that in there, but
Which one?
Nescafe.
Oh, Nescafe. That was it. All right, so here we are. I just walked right into the other side of the old registration desks.
So is this going to be a registration for the convention center then?
So we have been told this area is being reimagined. So I think it's going to be retail. So if you guys look over here, check this out. These are all the old registration desks for Coronado Springs.
Right.
Everything's still there. If I flip it around, I'll show you the signs because none of the buses stop here now. They moved the bus stop over to the Destino Tower.
Oh, wow.
Magical Express is over there now. Airline check-in is over there now. It is the lobby for Coronado Springs.
Mm-hmm.
So this used to be, and I'm going to pull you around slowly here. But if you basically came in here, you hit the sign that says, nope, front desk is relocated to Gran Destino Tower. Follow the walkway connector to the lower lobby and take the elevator up. So when you get there, you have to go up. But everything else here is the same. Ponchetto's, the convention center. So Rick's is down there, Rick's Cafe. Maya Grill is still down there, but I don't know how long. There's nobody there.
Let me ask you this question. Rick's Cafe, it kind of begs me to wonder, they got a guy playing live piano in there ever?
I'm not sure because Rick's is now a sports bar.
Yeah, it's like a sports bar.
Oh,
it's a sports bar.
Yeah.
So why is it Rick's Cafe then? Isn't that kind of like
Rick's Cafe, Rick's Lounge is the sports bar. Rick's Cafe is more of a bakery.
Gotcha. So it's in relation to the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't think it is. So here's the Laguna bar. This is the old bar that these guys always had. Now these bridges are open, and out there in the middle, you can see what is the Three Bridges Bar and Grill.
Yeah, they're going crazy with bridges. They had the Disney Springs bridges. The Pop has the bridge.
Well, they told us this is 100% because of guests' feedback and needing to walk all the way around the lagoon to get to the front. Now you just cut across this bridge.
That's the same thing that happened with Saratoga and Disney Springs.
Yep.
They put that bridge in because from Saratoga, you used to have to walk all the way out to the highway to walk over to Springs. And now they put that bridge in that kind of cuts it in half and puts you right by Rainforest.
And you can tell here it's being used. There's lots of guests cutting across the bridge.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now, if I turn us this way just a little bit, you'll see the tower in the distance over there.
Oh, wow. You walked pretty far in no time at all.
Inside the whole time, right?
Sure.
Yeah, right.
That's one of those misleading things about Disney. They always talk about how far things are, but you can walk really quickly between things, you know?
Well, here's the way that I looked at it, Ed, and I even mentioned this to a couple of Disney reps here. When you go to a conference in Vegas, and if anyone's done that, by the time you get in your elevator, ride it down, and then walk through the casino, through the restaurant corridor, all the way to the convention center, it's one hell of a walk. This is nothing like that.
Right. You're all there. Everything's there.
So this changes Coronado, right?
Sam, Heather said Three Bridges was so amazing you need to try it. They have hot churro app. They have a shrimp corn dog. Oh.
Wait, let me think about that for a second.
You're speaking my language. Food on a stick.
Nice.
It is food on a stick.
I love it.
In fact, a video that I have not edited yet, I was able to come out here on the island and I talked to a couple of the chefs. That video will come out very soon.
Excellent.
But I like this. This is like my new favorite spot. And by the way, it's really close, and I could have walked that way too. The dig site, which is their primary pool, is very close to a bridge that goes right to the Gran Destino Tower. So it's sort of like taking prime real estate. Everyone wants to be by the restaurants, by the lounges, by the swimming pool, and build a 16-story tower on that spot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
All right, guys. Everybody that's watching, Sam's getting us all the room.
I am going to get us all right now shrimp corn dogs.
Oh, God. Speaking my language.
That tension.
And then you need the churros for the.
Has my Wi-Fi connection been okay, by the way? Because I am on Disney Resort Wi-Fi.
Probably like 95% solid.
I mean, other than in the elevator, it's been pretty.
Yeah, and you can't in the elevator. You can't fault it.
Yeah, you can't fault the elevator, right?
I just wondered walking across this bridge if I was going to drop down or not.
No, solid there. They got it all covered.
Villa del Lago.
Heather said the shrimp corn dog is delicious. She's obviously just stayed there recently. So today's the first day we're open to the public. There were cast member previews and chicken biscuit sandwich with hot honey.
Not bad.
Sounds good.
One at the bar. Can I do that? Thank you.
Mark said, Sam, is there a walkway now open across the back of the tower to the Cabanas building?
It goes to the dig site. So I'd have to get a map to tell you that for certain. So, okay. Looks like there's a Major League Baseball All-Star game going on.
Yeah, I think there might.
That's happening. That's what's on right here. And there's the tower. And then I'm going to go sit down at the bar, which lets me sit this down. We're going to look at a menu and we're going to order.
Morgan said it makes me want to switch my reservation for the Disney Nerds Meetup to Coronado. I bet, yeah, you're not getting a tower. Maybe if you get upgraded.
Is there a travel agent we might be able to get in touch with?
Yeah, definitely. As always, the Disney Nerds podcast is sponsored by Once Upon a Time Travel. If you're interested in booking a room at Grand Destino Tower or anywhere else, feel free to reach out.
You did some research today, didn't you, Jimmy, on prices for that? Because that was my first question. How much is the tower versus a regular room here?
Room to room, like
how you doing?
The week I looked was the week I looked didn't have, and I just looked for a weekend just to see the difference. They didn't have a regular standard view at Coronado, so they had a water view. So I based water view to water view. A water view at Coronado, regular Coronado, so a water view in the tower. And it was about $48 a night difference.
So $50. That's kind of expected for a brand new tower, huh? That's not that.
I would think so. And I think also, they're going to be upgrading a lot of people because it's going to take a while for people to get used to it and book that tower. One of our people that John Valenti, who is in our Disney Nerds group and follows us, commented on one of the posts I made that Sam had that he had some friends staying in a couple weeks at Caribbean, and they sent them an email and offered them an upgrade to the tower.
That's cool.
Love those upgrades.
And he said they didn't take it.
No, they said no.
They said no. He said he was taking it in a second, but they turned it down.
Yeah, how about that?
I ordered the shrimp corn dogs. I'm noticing that my webcam is fogging up, and that's because of the change in humidity.
Yeah.
I didn't take that into account when I said I'm going to go from the air condition out here into the heat. So I'm outside now.
There's the hot honey
it's a little warm.
I see braised pork tacos and I see lamb chops. It's all making,
nice, man.
It's all making me freaking hungry.
And of course, it's another one of those menus where sangrias and just lots of different things on it.
So Mark was saying back in November, he had to cross the bridge to the other side to walk around to the right to get to the cabanas, which was next to the tower.
Got it. So that's open now.
Yeah.
You can go. So now what you would do, if you were checking in to get to the cabanas now, you would come into the tower, because the tower is the check-in, and you're going to go to the right, and it's the first thing right there. So it's much easier now than it used to be.
I guess that was probably because of construction. He had to go.
It was because of construction.
All the way around.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. You couldn't walk between the old registration desk and the cabanas. You had to go through these. Now that's completely open. You can walk right past the fire pit that we checked out earlier that wasn't on.
There you go, Mark.
Yeah, I could see that inconvenience would stink.
Yeah, some of the stuff you put up with when there's construction, you know. We stayed at Caribbean twice during the construction there, and with no food court, and ate off a food truck, but it's cool. You put up with it.
They did food trucks? Tell me about that.
When Caribbean, when they were under construction, when they were redoing the whole building, they had a food truck. They had like a table service that was a buffet that was set up in this big, huge tent. And when I say huge, it was like the size of a food court with a bunch of tables, and they had like a buffet.
Cool.
But if you wanted quick service, it was off a food truck. You'd go to this little cabana that was and you'd order, and then when it was ready, you'd walk over to the food truck and pick it up.
Nice.
They had like jerk chicken. They had, I mean, it was all Caribbean themed. It was really good. You came ate there more than one time.
Cool that they could. It's obviously it's an inconvenience. They're going to close the food court.
I've heard it's fantastic now since they've reopened it. I mean,
it's all part of the thing.
Yeah, it's the pain you got to go through to get something to.
I'm looking at the front of Epcot right now. I'm like, oh man, here they go.
Yes,
the Hollywood Studios is finally looking good. It's starting to open up, and now they're moving to Epcot and changing everything.
Yeah,
I don't know how much I like about it, but That's what's going on.
You say that about every change. Come on.
We do.
Yeah, it's going to suck for a little while, but it in the long run.
Agree.
So far I've always trusted Disney to make something better. I've yet to see them take something and really make it worse, other than maybe
Imagination.
The imagination, yeah. But usually, I mean, those are outliers. Most of the time, when they close something and redo it, they usually give you something better than what was there before.
I'm pretty sure there's a Christmas tree in this.
It's got to be time or something like that.
Yeah, it's got to be.
See?
I don't think it's a Christmas tree.
Holiday special.
You didn't like that thing, did you?
I'll drink it.
It's windy out there, too.
You didn't like it?
It's okay. There's a cool feature over here. I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to stand up and walk around the bar here. We'll go see how many people we can spot.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what this thing is.
Be specific.
Sorry, I don't know how this is going to come through.
Stand down. There you go.
Oh, the fire pit.
But it's smoke. It's not fire.
Well, that's the illusion, though. It looks like white fire to us.
It's like blue and purple.
That's cool.
Awesome.
And the tower in the background right there.
And how much you want to bet that thing actually heats up when it gets cool out there?
I would expect that based on looking around and seeing all the heaters that are in the ceiling, I'm pretty sure this just switched to flame. Because it'd be pretty chilly out here.
Right. Yep.
What a great view of the tower over there.
That is. And it's so far away, and it's the same resort. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Morgan said that was probably rosemary, Sam.
Probably rosemary and thyme. Just rosemary. It smelled like a Christmas tree. And I didn't like it.
Mark said they ate at Caribbean food court Sunday before we came home. He said it was okay.
All right, I got a detail here that Ed can try to track down. Something I noticed and took a bunch of pictures of. There's a lot of little things on the side here, and I found a Donald Duck cartoon.
That's cool.
Very nice. Just out of nowhere. It must be something relevant, though, wouldn't you think?
That's what I'm thinking, because there's another page from the same comic over here. I don't know what it's from.
That looks like a DuckTales or something, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Or maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's Donald and Scrooge and Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah, you got Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Almost like DuckTales.
Yeah, very cool. Well, there's a lot of things going on in that place, it looks like.
Yeah.
Your tree is on the wall.
I was about to say the tree that was in your drink is on the wall over there somewhere.
We'll go pick it. So it's a cool looking place.
Yeah, I feel like we should do I feel like you could do a bar crawl at Coronado.
You could, because I haven't gone. I never went to Rick's Lounge. Oh, my stuff's here.
So there's four.
See what happened when I went away?
There's four clubs there, 4 lounges there so far, right? You have this one, you have the Rick, and you have the 2 in the tower that you mentioned.
Barcelona and the other, yes.
Yeah, Dahlia.
And I'm setting this down because...
Oh, look, it's a little mini shrimp corn dog.
I imagine them as like one big corn dog. That's actually
Oh, my God, that's amazing. So instead of a hot dog, they take the shrimp and roll it around in the wet batter and deep fry it.
I think anybody can do that. That looks awesome. Just
You son of a gun.
let me. I'm gonna take a look at the description again.
That's awesome.
It just says fried shrimp corn dogs with smoked paprika fries,
That's awesome.
which is what
looks
these
like
are.
you got everything covered there.
That does look delicious. I agree with Mark. That looks delicious.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I definitely am.
He's nursing the hell out of that drink, though.
I know, but I'm carrying my laptop around.
I know it's tough.
But that's okay because it's worked out. This is pretty cool here.
Brendan wants to know what the sauce is.
Hold on. Steve.
The crowbar, he'll get it out of him.
What is the sauce here?
Crowbar.
Roasted tomato aioli. It's the house ketchup, if you will. Okay. That's this one. Okay.
Hey, tell us not to be nervous. There's not a bunch of people watching right now.
He's live in front of millions of people. It happens.
Yeah. There's thousands of people.
We're getting support. They're fighting over the Bud Light tap.
Oh, okay. Well, important things first.
All right, here we go. It's a remoulade. It's a remoulade.
I like a remoulade.
It means something.
Okay, this is their take on tartar sauce, and this is their take on ketchup.
Mike Van Campen said, "I bet they don't need the sauce." And Mark said, "Carbs don't count at Walt Disney World."
Yeah, right. What's a carb?
I was just thinking exactly that.
Yeah.
I hope you guys can hear me.
Nice. I was thinking that the bacon would go well with that whole meal right there too.
Bacon.
That's good. And the corn dog batter comes right off of the shrimp if you want.
Big crowd just walked in.
I mean, I feel like they took food on a stick and upgraded it.
That was pretty good.
With like some aioli.
Did you see how I positioned myself so you couldn't see me eat?
Yeah,
Thank you.
Fix the
Thank you
camera
for
so we can watch you eat. Yeah, they took food on a stick instead of like and added hollandaise and aioli.
Yes.
Stick and French fries with hollandaise and aioli.
It's all
Paprika fries.
Yeah.
There's nothing on there new. It's just the way they presented it. It's all put together nice, different.
Yeah, I think if these were on a plate, they wouldn't look like much.
No, but
no, it looked terrible. Right. Presentation.
Yep.
That's one of the things we were talking about when they had the food truck at Caribbean. One of the things they had was these jerk seasoned chips. Well, it was just like those regular, like those home, the deep fried chips that you normally get at Disney. But they just sprinkled some jerk seasoning on them. They were good, but it wasn't anything really special. It was just different than what you can get anywhere else because they had the seasoning.
Yeah. Like for a little day on something new, it's something new.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys are open every day, right? 12 to 12? Next Friday, okay. 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 Thank you. So these guys are 4:30 to 12:30, starting on the 19th. Not yet. They'll be 4:30 to 12 Monday through Thursday, and then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, noon to midnight.
That's perfect.
It's not a bad place to hit when you come back.
Bill said millions of 10 people watching.
Drop a couple zeros, Bill.
Don't underestimate our.
Hey, we include all of the rewatches.
That's right. Don't underestimate our rewatchability. Other people are going to show up later and watch.
Yeah, I'm going to watch myself eat these again later and go, I want
Damn you,
again.
Bill.
We'll hit 1 million when the signal hits Jupiter.
Kim said bacon wrapped shrimp corn dogs would be awesome.
Ooh, nice. That's the next step.
Does the bacon go around the shrimp or around the corn dog mill?
I would
think
put it around the
both.
shrimp and then deep fry it all.
Both.
that's a good point. Both. And didn't deep fry the whole damn thing.
The answer when it comes to bacon is always both.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. And then put it on the outside.
Bill is. I'm just going to preface this by saying Bill is normally wrong.
But
No, just normally wrong. No, but he doesn't even like limoncello.
oh, okay, no comment.
All right. So here's my bottom line after being here. I've stayed at Coronado Springs in the past. And to me, it was just like, and it's interesting, I'm going to say this, it was just like going to Port Orleans without Bob and going to Caribbean Beach.
Yeah.
We have the Riviera coming to Caribbean Beach.
I kept hitting on they got to have some type of act. That's what I was feeling too. It's like Port Orleans where you're walking around. It's a really nice place, but the way they have so much entertainment opportunities, that where is it? Where are they? Especially since they're all wide open.
There's 4 bars.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll start. Maybe they'll come through. Maybe that's something in the future.
Yeah, they could be.
It could be. This is a great place. I love the tower. Now, interestingly enough, I'm here in a couple of weeks on a vacation, and we have a regular room here, and I can't wait to see how that refurbished room looks compared to what I experienced in the tower. If it's the same type of room, that's pretty cool.
From the picture I saw today when I was looking at the prices, they look very, very. The newly refurbished rooms look very similar.
They look similar. I agree. And if
to the new room,
and if it is, I'm gonna say wow. But then Caribbean's going through the same thing. The Riviera's going to open. Is that going to be? Although the Riviera's DVC, this one's not.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the question I had too. Okay. Well,
yeah, this is not. There's no DVC here at all. This is all.
Well, it's convention. They don't
it's convention. Yes, that's exactly right.
So tell your guy. What was his name? Steve, the bartender.
Steve.
Yeah, tell Steve that we had a recommendation that they do bacon wrapped shrimp corn dogs.
Yeah. Give me a second here. I'm going to work this one up.
Get him crowbar. That's a great idea, actually. If it was a bacon wrapped shrimp corn dog, you think that's got to make it even better than what it is.
Or, like I said, you could do the crushed bacon bits and then just do the dip into that. So you
or do both.
We have a question. So I'm online with the Disney Nerds podcast, and we're going through some things. And here's the question: is there any bacon in the kitchen? And can we wrap it around these shrimp corn dogs? Because we think we're onto something. Okay.
Don't make them go through all that.
It's a legitimate question. I'll pay the couple of dollar upgrade.
I want it wrapped around the shrimp and then battered and fried,
and then wrapped around it again. See, there's no like cheeseburger on their menu, right? If they had a cheeseburger, you'd expect them to have bacon.
At least the option, definitely.
Kim said the bacon from.
There is a burger. The Three Bridges signature burger.
Does it have bacon?
It doesn't look like it. A roasted garlic aioli.
They do a lot of aioli.
Yeah.
Oh, that's high class. That's high class mayonnaise.
Is that Spanish? Aioli?
Well, this is the ketchup, and this is the tartar sauce.
Mm-hmm. Kim said the bacon from Edison added to that dish. That bacon that hang on the clothesline at Edison.
Right. Well, you just take a bite of that and a bite of that.
That's if anyone has. That's got to be another. That's. There's so many places we need to stop for the meat.
Yeah,
this is one. But you're right. You can bar crawl here. There's 4 legitimate establishments here that are top notch.
Add entertainment, and there's a reason to stop. Definitely. And it's not, and the place itself, Coronado Springs, isn't really in the outskirts. It's almost like kind of you're passing it all the time to get to different parts.
Well, and I didn't realize that till you're up in the daytime on the 16th floor looking around, because you can see everything.
Right.
You can see all of the park icons. You can see the castle. It looks like a postage stamp, of course.
I think the only thing you're really far away from at Coronado would be Disney Springs.
You know what? That's a great point.
Which is that's fine.
Because you're close to Animal. I mean, you're close to the All Stars, and you're close to Animal Kingdom.
Yep, the Tree of Life, and you can see Pandora, and you can see Expedition Everest.
That's what
You
you're
can see Hollywood Studios from
I'm
where
getting
you
a
are.
no.
You know,
No bacon. It's a good idea.
bacon wrapped shrimp corn dog.
It's a good idea.
we'll have to check back in a couple of months.
We can
Yeah,
call it.
yeah.
We can call it the Disney Nerds Podcast Bacon Wrapped Shrimp Corn Dog.
Exclusive.
I got it. So if you guys heard Steve, there is no bacon. He would make it happen if there was bacon, but they don't have any in the kitchen.
There is no bacon tonight.
If I bring my own bacon, can I get bacon wrapped shrimp?
If we go to the Edison and get bacon and bring it here, could you?
Bring it back. If I happen to have some bacon in my pocket,
That'd be a little weird.
So Steve basically said, "So you want me to ask the chef, can we cook your bacon and put it on our shrimp?"
yeah.
All right.
Oh, tell Steve we love him.
Okay.
Mark said high class mayonnaise. Aioli is high class mayonnaise.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Totally.
Ramalade is high class tartar sauce,
Uh-huh.
and I forget what he called the ketchup.
That's funny.
But I'm good. I got lots of video that I need to edit, but you guys will be able to watch it out on the Facebook page.
Yep.
It's there's lots more coming, man.
Yep, it's gonna be on our
So
YouTube
thanks.
page also.
Have we hit the record for the longest live show yet, Jimmy?
Yeah, probably. This is
All
probably
right, good. I just wanted to make sure that it was Ed that did it, not me.
Well,
It's totally you, Sam.
Steve, quite honest with you, I'm still waiting on you to finish that drink.
I will take care of that
He's gonna chug it soon as he
because
gets
I'm
off
looking at a bottle of Buffalo Trace, but I'm not going to say anything else.
the bottle. There you go.
That means he's tossing the drink. That green drink he's drinking, the gin is gone. He's chunking that one.
It matches the yellow behind him of the buildings. It's like kind of perfect.
Steve, we need you to say hi. Everybody, you're their hero, by the way.
Hey, it's Steve again. How's it going?
Be here with us, but get out here soon.
That's
Very
exactly it.
Thank you, brother. Steve was a lot less apprehensive about going on camera than the first guy.
Oh,
Nobody get in trouble, right?
I don't think anybody get in trouble.
Well, they're in there with cameras. Let me look around. Oh yeah, there's cameras out here.
I don't think anybody get in trouble. He just said hello. He didn't.
Yeah. Well, I asked the other guy to put the headset on, and he was like, "Oh no, I can't do that."
Yeah.
But he could have also seen my sweaty forehead and thought that.
Yeah. He probably said, "I'm not putting that shit on my head."
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna finish these and my drink.
All right, brother.
Thank you guys.
Hey, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for joining. We appreciate
Take
it.
care. Unfortunately, next week I'm gonna be back home somewhere. No, actually, if I join next week, I'll be in California somewhere.
Oh.
Not Disneyland. I wish not.
Right. Okay.
Well, hopefully we'll see.
travel.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna leave.
All right, brother.
Bye bye.
All right. I think this is officially the longest live stream we've done.
Excellent. This is the first one I've been on. That's perfect.
We've only got 8 people hanging on.
Thanks for hanging, guys.
So for you 8 awesome sons of guns, thanks. Splitsville may have been longer. That's a good point. Maybe this isn't the longest one. When me and Lisa were together in Splitsville, that was a long one.
They spent all the time cleaning crap up all left and right,
Yeah. So, also for you guys attending the Disney Nerds podcast meetups, me and Ed were talking about maybe a third meetup.
Yeah, we're definitely thinking about that really seriously. Friday, midday, earlier in the day.
One of the ideas I threw out would be a pontoon boat ride, and it may be multiple, depends on how many people come, be multiple pontoon boat rides, but that would be something that we'd have to know ahead of time, and we'd have to collect money ahead of time to book the boats, because again, they're not terribly expensive. I mean, I think me and you figured out it'd be $10 or so. $10 or so per person,
right,
for an hour.
Yep, I'll bring a bag of gummy bears so you can share those.
Yeah, we'll bring some little. Yeah, we'll bring a backpack with some snacks and drinks and stuff like that.
Sure.
I'll definitely captain one boat for sure if it's only 10 of us. But if it's more than 10 of us, we'll get somebody to captain a second boat.
Right. It's an idea. We were talking about maybe even trying to meet over at the mini golf courses outside of where Epcot is. That one. It's not that big a trip to get to it. So we're thinking of something to do before we have the walk around over at Epcot.
The Samplethon, yep. And Brandon, I saw you the other day. I saw you switch your thing from interested into the meets to going to the meet. So I'm hoping that means you booked a room. Adi his goal in life is to retire and one day move to Disney and be a captain of one of the boats, like the Friendship boats or one of those.
Oh, good luck to that, man. We talked to a guy who retired and did the exact same thing probably like 3 trips ago. He was the happiest guy in the world. He was captaining one of the boats at Epcot, going back and forth the Friendship boats there. That's
a great gig. Or one of the ones that go, I love those wooden boats, the ones that go from Magic Kingdom to like the Poly or the Grand Floridian.
Mm-hmm.
They're the really pretty like wooden boats. Those are beautiful, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a fun thing to do.
Oh, Brandon said he's all booked, and it's going to be his first adult trip. We met up with Brandon. Brandon went to high school with Kim.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know Brandon until the Disney Nerds, and we got to meet up with him and his wife and his kids, during Mardi Gras when we went. So really cool people. So that's awesome. So this is going to be their first adult trip. So he's booked and ready to go for November for the meet. So
excellent. Can't wait.
I think I don't know. I'm leaning toward the pontoon. I know you've mentioned the golf thing. I'm not shooting.
Oh, I know. The pontoon's pretty cool. Definitely something new. But we have our eyes open. We're trying to think of something fun to do.
If you guys got something else that you think would be a great idea that we can scale, so you got to remember that it may be 10 people, it may be 20 people. As long as we can scale it that way, our ears are open.
Sure. I mean, that's the hardest thing is judging how many people can make it. It's always.
And I think with the boat thing, with the pontoon boat, one of the things is that we put it out there, we make a list, and we collect the money up front, and so you just, you'll be paid in advance, and you just show up.
Right. It should be fun. And actually, that's not a bad idea.
I think we do it. Me and you were talking about it earlier, and we talked about maybe doing it out of Epcot, one of the Epcot resorts. But I think there's so much more to view from Magic Kingdom Resort, from like the Poly, because you can ride right in front of the Magic Kingdom. Now, from Epcot, you can ride right around like the front of the boardwalk and stuff like that.
Right. Well, that's why I have to research and see what's worth the while. Because can you see anything when you start moving over toward Hollywood Studios? And
it's really like
down you go, or is it just jungle?
It's just a canal. Yeah, it's just a canal with some levees on the side of it.
And drinks. Can we bring drinks?
I think you probably sneak drinks. Shh.
Early in the day, though. It'll be early and a long day. So
it'll be pretty early. We can bring something. I mean, we can bring some snacks and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I think at the Poly is the way to do it. And then you go over the water bridge, and you get to go around Discovery Island and River Country and see right the cabins over at Fort Wilderness. I mean, maybe
we get Sam to do a little dissertation as we're going around the different areas, little like fill in the blank type thing, perhaps.
We'll have to have him on a live stream with a speaker on the other boat if there's more than one. So both boats can
That'd be great. No, we'll pre-record it beforehand and we'll just play it.
Yeah, we'll just play it. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Make sure to check out. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw behind me. This DVC Resale Market is obviously one of our sponsors. I did the other two first because I don't know why, but it seems like DVC Resale Market comes up more than the other two. Kingdom Strollers, by the way, that one comes up often too, though, because it's a great company and people that use it really, really, really swear by them. I mean, if you use them, you really swear by Kingdom Strollers. So make sure you use them the next time you need to rent a stroller, and make sure you tell them the Disney Nerds podcast sent you.
Very cool.
So for me and Ed and Sam, Guajarini.
Good night, everyone.
Bonne nuit, les gens. Good night, people.